No doubt. Okay.
Wrong button. I hit the wrong button. Welcome back, motherfuckers. Welcome back. It is your favorite podcast, primarily speaking, back on the block, baby. I am your host with the most, man with the gas, Mr. Poppin' Two Corners. Let me get in that ass. It is your boy, Prime and Azul to the 25.
Oh yeah. Hey, and what's up? I am the total package Rex Devereaux. Listen, this can be one of them type of episodes, man. I reporting live from the barbecue at the smallest dog. We throwing down on rubs, burgers, and everything, dog. Happy Memorial Day to everybody.
Mm-mm-mm. Fellas, Hannibal.
Oh, well, shit, we did it so long, got arrested. You know what I'm saying? But it is your boy, Hannibal Vanderbilt, Chief out of Low Eye, a.k.a. Pooh the Big Stepper, bringing it to you live in that red. We at the man house right now. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll creep out a little later on, you know what I'm saying, and go over there to the smalls and see what's happening. I'm going to pass it over with the big arms.
Yo, it's your boy Q, the Body Brown, a.k.a. Mr. Alabama Slammer. You back? It's been a long time, dog. A long time, bro. Let's pop it off, dog. What we got first, dog? What we got first?
What's happening, fellas? What's happening, fellas? Welcome back. The band has not been back together in a while. It's been like 2 months, man. 2 months. It's good to see the faces of the game. I ain't even seen y'all niggas in a minute.
You been that long? 2 months for real?
Yeah,
Damn.
man. It's like end of March. Yeah. I think it's the end of March. Yeah, man. Yeah, 2 months, man.
Yeah. Had it got long. You know, I done grew my beard back.
I know, man. You done dyed it out and everything. Dyed your hair and shit, man. I like it, man. Looking nice and black. I like it, brother. It's okay. It's okay, brother. It's okay. How y'all fellas doing, man? Happy Memorial Day, as Rick said. Everybody doing good? Everybody
man.
floating?
We our brothers and sisters who didn't make it through that struggle, man. Them boys that passed on, man, that they gave the ultimate sacrifice. Hey, give it up to them boys, man. One time.
What up, man? Moment of silence for them folks, bro. There we go. Yes. So, man, there's a lot's been going on, man. Lots been going on. People been busy, man. People had to live their lives, you know what I'm talking about? That's the reason why we have been gone, for those that are wondering. But we back. Regardless of all that, we are back, and we are here to give you guys some good shit. Good shit. I have been working a lot lately, and I didn't really want to talk about it, but man, sometimes you gotta let people know where you stand. You know what I'm saying? You gotta let people know where you stand, even your coworkers. You know what I'm saying? Family members and all. You gotta let people know where you stand, because people will take advantage of you. You know what I'm saying? They'll take your kindness as a weakness. And you gotta put your foot down. Put that line in the sand, man. Let them know what's going on, man. I end up having to curse somebody out. And it wasn't pleasant. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later. Meat and potatoes. No, sorry, we got something else for meat and potatoes. But I'm gonna talk about that a little bit later, man. But I'm just glad to see y'all boys, man. Glad to see everybody doing good, man. The summer's about to be around the corner for us. Spring is almost over. And primarily speaking, is trying to get back on the train. What do y'all boys think about all the bullshit that has been going on with these mass shootings and these police cover-ups lately, man? Like the Ronald Green situation that just recently happened in Louisiana. What y'all boys think about that? Yeah, what?
No
Who want to go first? I'm being polite. Just,
well, I wanted Rex to go ahead and to fill us in on the story, because he was the one that told us about it.
Man, put the reel down, bro.
Yeah, hey. It's too good. But yeah, we had
brother, keep up.
A brother got beaten to death by the police, and the police lied to his family and told him he died in a car accident. Dang. But they actually punished this man. They tased him, kicked him, beat him, taunted him, called him names. You know, at one point he was crying out. You know, he was like, you know, I'm your brother. You know, it was sad to watch if you ever seen the whole video. But yeah, that's one of the things that kind of chapped my ass a little bit the last couple of weeks, and I was hoping that we can get a little conversation about that. What do you think about that, Brown, man? Having to deal with this situation and, think about it.
I would say it's policing in America. It's what it is. It's been going on for fucking 200 plus fucking years.
Yeah.
It's America. This is what the country is, huh? And I think it's about time that we actually started getting rid of these old bum ass politicians that we got. Actually started things for ourselves. We got to police our own fucking neighborhoods. Get them out of our neighborhoods. You gotta go back to the time when the Panthers policed the neighborhoods, man. They took care of business. Mm-hmm. We gotta get these cracker.
Are we being politically correct today? That's what we're doing today.
We got to get these people who don't represent our community out of our communities.
We got to get back, man.
Man, we lost our ways, man, a long time ago.
Gentrification and community leaders, man. I think community leaders are not. I don't know how to phrase this right. Not as prominent. I'm not saying they're not around. I'm just saying that they're not as prominent as maybe they were 40 years ago or something like that. Like you were saying when the Panthers were around and stuff like that.
I mean, if you go back to even back in the day, here in the history of Charleston, how the first slave revolt happened in Charleston. It happened from our community within a church.
Denmark Vesey, yeah.
So we've lost our ways. The churches they all sold out for the tax-free status.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hannibal, what you got to say about this topic, sir?
So, tired of the same old story. Matter of fact, I got something to say. The other day, we were sitting here and got a knock at the door. It was some people that were coming door to door, whatever, asking who do you vote for, are you registered to vote or whatever, and all this other stuff. And so lady asked, because at first they started out, they stayed by the steps. And if you ever been to the madhouse, you already know where the steps at, in proximity to my door. So they stayed by the steps. And she asked me, how do I think things could change in the community? And the first thing I told her, I said, can we get it like, well, if it's gonna be police in the community, can they stop being there to place fear within the community? Can they start doing programs in the community where maybe they would get people to help them out when it is true crime in the community, instead of harassing people or doing the things that they do? Oh, they saw little Pee-wee, they know little Pee-wee may know somebody, but the Pee-wee ain't committing the crime at the time. So why you harassing? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, he may do that, yeah, and the community got to get him to stop that. That's where the police in your community come in at. Yeah. Because he bringing negative attention to the community. But if he ain't committing a crime at the time, why are you bothering? You know what I'm saying? Stop trying to lead like a bully.
They have those police that don't really be in the community, to know the people in the community and understand their dynamic and how they're interwoven in the community. They just see a person, you look like a criminal, I'm gonna treat you like a criminal.
No, you know what? I don't see. I may be wrong. I may not know, but coaching on the youth level of football, now you would think you would see more, maybe some of those police officers or whatever, that play football. Like when we were younger, you would have maybe an officer or whatever, he coaches in for like one of the rec teams, maybe a couple of them do. Maybe you'll see that. You don't see, I don't see none of that out there.
Right.
Like straight up. Like, there's no community relationship. Yeah, they help out in other communities, but not the urban communities. That's not what they doing these things in the community. They doing these things in the community, and those new communities that's been gentrified and taken over. Yeah, they got programs there, but they don't have programs set up in those communities that need those programs.
I don't think I do believe there are some good cops out there, but you think that the mindset of most of the police officers don't have the community at best interests at heart, right? They just want to stop criminals. So you think And the question I want to ask is, are there enough people from the community that are willing to join the police force so that we could bring that type of presence to those communities?
I'll say if the police force had that type of presence, more people would be willing to join the police force to bring forth involvement. But the thing with the police force is this false brotherhood of them not policing their own, not holding their people accountable in the same way, but they want involvement from the community when they don't even hold their own people accountable for their actions.
That blue wall, right?
Expect the community to help you with a case when you're not even holding your own people accountable for their actions. So, you know what I'm saying? That's where it starts at. To be honest with you, that's how I feel, though. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all agree, but that's how I feel.
Rex, how you want to feel? How you want to wrap this up?
Well, I think most of the cops nowadays, they should be required to live in the communities that they patrol and police. That's one of the things that they kind of stop. You know, like you got Charleston cops living in Mount Pleasant or someplace plush or something like that or whatever. And they're not living in the community. So if they ain't living in the communities, they don't care about the situation around there. Their only job is to be like, I gotta go amongst these darkies to make sure everything's straight and nobody's getting killed. Instead of saying I gotta protect my people and my neighborhood, you know, because this our turf, you know, this our spot. And that's one way you can, I think, kind of combat that, because they'll understand more if they, you know, live in the environment or whatever. But it's hard to do that, you know, because it's just crazy, man, how systematic it is. But
So I'm gonna take that
all the shit rules,
idea, right, and I'm gonna trail it over to another topic with the 14-year-old girl that was killed in Charleston at this correct me if I'm saying this wrong, the drunk fest party or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, drunk fest.
So you know, we want the police to do better, or way better than what they're doing. But as far as us ourselves, what we always put a lot of focus on slamming the police on how terrible a job they're doing. We talk about how bad of a job we're doing as a community, but do we really slam each other for how bad we're doing as far as our part in making sure our community? Because these kids gonna be kids. But before a 14-year-old girl to get shot at a party like that was unnecessary. That didn't make no sense to me. I didn't understand why it was gunfire need to be at this 14 or a party where a 14-year-old girl is at.
Let me jump in there first real quick. The kind of, first of all, there was a 14-year-old party, pop-up party. They got staged in a bar where liquor is flowing. It's called.
Mm-hmm.
That means no adult was responsible enough to know. No kids. Somehow these adults, no adult knew about this, because it was an unauthorized party. It was had no business taking place.
Right.
Some adult knew about it. Somebody adult wise knew about that shit.
By the liquor. They had to buy the equipment. They had to set the stage up. Somebody had to do something.
Right. So you know that goes.
People that ran around buying liquor and setting up stages and creating a party environment by themselves.
So like even though an adult helped get this 14-year-old this youth party together, why was there not better security, better understanding about what type of party they're having, so that it's understood that violence isn't tolerated here, or whatever the case may be? Like, well, why aren't the people in charge taking the reins more seriously? You know what I mean? If that make any sense, if I'm making any sense.
So,
because you have juvenile-minded people planning this shit. That's why. Ain't no adults been out. Even if, I mean, I ain't know, man.
There's been no serious adults out there. Not an adult with the mind frame, and this ain't right. We ain't gonna have no 14-year-olds out here drinking. That's stupid in the first place. How you have a 14-year-old party and you got a bar set up?
Yeah.
That's the first stupid part of that. But again, if you to tie that to the policing in the community is back in the day, we always talked about it takes a village to raise a kid.
Right.
Back in the day when we had the police officers who were volunteering in the community that either were doing the Boy Scouts or coaching football or coaching basketball, they were part of that family, that community, that village. Those are the police that was in your community that you knew you grew up with, that you seen every day. So that's how they tie to that police in the community thing kind of ties to that. But at the same time, you got to have adults that are responsible to take care of their own kids and know. First of all, if you eat your child at 14 was crazy enough to go to, because I know at 14, I went to something called Drunk Fest. I know I'm gonna get that ass whooped. I went to a party you have permission to go to, or it wasn't authorized by somebody to set it up. I'm getting that ass whooped.
Now, Rex, I want to hear what you got to say, but I do want to rebut one thing you said just now, bro. But Rex, I want you to chime in first. Next.
Well, I mean, I kind of can piggyback off of what Brown's saying, and for me, go deeper because you got little 14-year-old kids out there, man. Even if you saw the flyer, they had little kids on the flyer, and I've been like, man, yeah, how far we not fall, to where these little kids going out to this type of party, this time of night, they doing shit like adults, but that should just leave me speechless at right now, man, because I just can't understand that, man. These kids dying at alarming rates. They have 14 kids out there that got shot, and one little girl got killed, and that's enough, in my book. But and the world keeps spinning, everybody keep on moving. We don't hear nothing from Black Lives Matter, but that's another story. I won't get started on that, because I might get in trouble.
Last year?
Yeah, Hannibal, I was gonna ask you next.
It's Black Lives Matter when somebody else come up and do something, but when it's us in the community, keep the motherfucking silent. You can hear the motherfucking goddamn pin drop. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody fucking mad about this shit, man. It's like, come on, man. We got to hold ourselves accountable, man.
Now, one thing what Brown had said earlier about 14 at a party called Drunk Fest. You say you would get your ass whooped by doing that, and that's very true. If adults find out about that, you get your ass something done to you. But we know, from me being a teenager, well, when I was a teenager, because I'm not that now. I remember wanting to sneak out and go to parties and do all of that wild shit. I remember wanting to do those things and finding ways to do it, regardless of what my parents said, regardless of who adult was supervising me. Kids find sneaky ways to do shit. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna find a way to do some shit that they really want to do, one way or another, whether it's sex, drugs, alcohol, sneaking out, staying out late, parties. They're gonna find a fucking way. So kids are
Here
gonna do
you
that.
go with this crime. Here you go.
Kids are
we
gonna
about
do
to
that.
debate this shit.
And this isn't about this is you could make the argument of bad parenting. This isn't about parenting because you can still be a great parent and your bad child still decide to do something bad. Being a great parent doesn't mean your child is not going to do anything bad. However, as a community, as the people in the community that know you, know whose son you are, know who daughters you are, know your family, for the community to still allow the level of fuckery that go on. It's like it's still gonna be some shit happen, but the level that it's gotten to, why isn't nobody putting a lid on that? Why isn't nobody, the community leaders or whomever influence in the community, taking that down a notch? That's what because listening to me ain't about parenting. Like what y'all guys was saying earlier, the communities are not standing up. Like the village is not a real village anymore. In my
I
eyes.
ain't never been no village.
Oh, yes, it was, man. Don't say that. Even when we was living on the drive back in the day, we knew a lot of them older ladies around there, and them older ladies, we see us out there doing something stupid, they would tell us not to do that. Even some of the older cats, and that wasn't necessarily 40 years old, They might have been 20-something years old. They'd have been like, nah, don't do that, youngster, or whatever. Da, 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 da. Where are the 20-something-year-olds now telling the 14-year-olds not to do this, not to do that? Where the 19-year-olds are telling the 12-year-olds not to do this, not to do that?
They the ones sending.
Everybody trying to be young and wild.
They the ones setting the party up.
Yep. That's some idiot who chased clout so much that he'll do anything for clout. Doing anything for clout. That was his child placing moment.
And then Rex said a couple of days when we talked about this, dudes say they trying to set the party up. The same setup.
That's terrible, man. Like we want the police or outsiders to come in to treat our communities better, but we don't even treat our communities right. You know what I'm saying? We want to be treated great, but we don't want to be great. You know what I mean? And it's a fucking hamster wheel, man. I don't know what to say or what we do. That was gonna be my meat potatoes. Do kids have too much freedom? But now that I think about it, I don't even think it's the freedom of the kids, man. It's the bad leadership, the bad gatekeepers that we have in the neighborhoods, man, that are allowing this shit to happen. You can't tell me that the motherfucker that terrorized the neighborhood because he got everybody scared, he gonna shoot somebody or he gonna hurt somebody, whatever. Can't be a guy that keep the neighborhood safe from fuckery, from people infiltrating and doing bad things in that neighborhood. Come on.
I'm still wondering why you keep tiptoeing upon this fact that all this shit started in the house.
I'm not tiptoeing. Like I said, I don't think parenting is the main factor. Yeah, it can be a contributing factor, but whether you're a good parent or a bad parent, your kid will still decide to do something and sneak that you don't know about. You're not gonna know everything your child does.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna do it to that extent. You know, they gonna do it to a certain extent, but not like that. They gonna know what time it is because of the type of deterrent that they didn't get in that house.
Go ahead, finish.
I mean, yeah, and like I say, once they get that strong deterrent in that house, they know what time it is. They know how far to go. And you know that for yourself, man, because we know people who that been brought up in the wrong type of environment in their house and they act a certain way. Mm-hmm. That's just the way it is. You can't tiptoe around it. And I know everybody want all parents to be great. All parents ain't great. You got some bad parents that's teaching these little kids some bad fucking habits. And that's just the real and that's just the real of it. Or they just so focused on their own life, they ain't even focusing on the kids' life. They just letting them do what they want. There's no way that you can sit here and tell me that most of them little kids out there that been at that party really come from real good parenting type focus on their kids type homes. You can't tell me that. That should make a difference, man. And I understand what you're saying about the environment and everybody else and the community and all that, whatever. But nowadays, you can't even talk to people, kids, or say nothing wrong to them or correct them or nothing without that parent coming at you the wrong way. And that's not the way it should be. Everything fucked up, and that's why this shit happening.
I'm not disagreeing with you that parenting does play a role, but I want to ask you the question, and I want you to get your point in, Brown. I'm asking you this question, Rex. You're saying that if they were better parents, then this stuff wouldn't be a problem.
Not like this. Not like how these kids dying now. Hell no. It's a big difference. Ain't never been no time in history when you see little black kids killing other little black kids like they killing them now. Never.
Agree, man.
It's unprecedented, and nobody talking about it.
Because
that's
if you look at how things have transcended over the past 20 years, we have more black kids going to college and doing a lot of positive things in the world than there was 20, 30 years ago. You know what I mean? So that we have parents being good parents, having kids having good upbringings, so to speak. But I don't think it's just parenting. I don't think you just say have better parenting and kids wouldn't be doing this stuff. I disagree with that. And Brown, I want to hear what
All right.
So
then we come back to you, Rex.
With Rex and what he was talking about earlier. I mean, it starts at the house. It's the parents' job to prepare their kids for the world. if you're not preparing your child for the world, and we're not saying all parents are bad parents, just like we're not saying all cops are bad cops. We're just saying that if you're not, like the majority of the time these things are happening where you have these mass shooting events and stuff like that, and they involve kids. There's something in the house. It started in the house somewhere where it might not be the kids themselves that were the cause of the shooting, but that person who might have caused that shooting just didn't have the upbringing he needed or that ass whooping he needed back in the day.
Bingo.
Put him in his place.
Okay. Hannibal, you had something you want to say on that?
I'm gonna say this. I agree with. I see where you're coming from, and I can agree with you to an extent. And you know, saying on the side that we're coming from, where it does start in the house. For instance, you know what I'm saying? Like to go reverse on what Q said. Yeah, that kid might not have, but that kid probably did get all the ass whipping and everything. And that could have been the reason why he, you know what I'm saying? Like his parents were just real strict. And he just, that's his way to get out of the house. He turned the wrong way. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But the one thing we can all agree on is that the community needs to be strengthened and that the community needs to do a better job of policing itself. That's the one thing that all of us can agree on.
Definitely.
That we're saying, and yeah, the police force, yeah, they come in and they do their thing or whatever, and it's all the wrong way. Even if they don't live in the community, they still do things in the community. But the first thing that's going to start with us bettering our community is us in the community. You know what I'm saying? That's just that. And yes, some of it does start in the home. And yes, kids are going to be kids and they're going to sneak out and do things that they're not supposed to do. We've all done. We've all snuck to a party and did something we weren't supposed to do. We've all been to a place that we weren't supposed to be. Luckily for us, we weren't in the wrong place at the wrong time. Right. And that's why we're still here. You know what I'm saying?
Right. And I want y'all to know I do agree with y'all about things starting in the home. My only point was that's
no,
not it.
I get what you're saying, and I get what you're saying. Because it is a lot more African American kids that are going to college now, getting their degrees, learning a trade, being positive, doing more positive things in the aspect of life. But it's also just as many that's going on to do better things. There's a lot more that's turning to the quick dollar. You know what I'm saying? They do this for a quick dollar. They do that for a quick dollar, or just turning out to be nothing ass motherfuckers.
Yeah, so, and my whole thing is it's a combination. You can't make the Kool-Aid without the water, the sugar, and the Kool-Aid flavor. You need parts to it. You can't just have one part to say that if you have this one thing, then we're gonna have the end product. That's all I was saying. It's not that parenting isn't needed, but it's not the only thing. It's not all the major thing as to what's needed. The community is definitely everything has its own major role.
It is the major thing, man. That's where you started. That kid always with that parent from the beginning.
The reason why I don't think because you have kids that came from fucked up homes but still got good community love or support and went on to become upstanding part of society. You know what I'm saying? There are kids that come from fucked up homes that aren't fucked up kids. That's the only thing I mean is that it's a major thing, but isn't the most major thing. That's all I'm saying. I'm not trying to discredit its factor at all.
No, I ain't saying that or whatever, but I guess we're gonna agree to disagree.
Yeah, like I that's what I said. I don't agree. What you say, bro? So I think in conclusion, man, I think like what you were saying, Hannibal, it's a combination thing. It takes everything in order for us to do better. You know what I mean? We can't just focus on one thing, man. We really got to do. We can't just be mad at the police and what they're not doing. We got to be mad at ourselves and what we're not doing as well.
Yeah, so, first, I'm gonna wrap it up and say, first of all, we got to start buying back our neighborhoods.
Yes.
Buy back our neighborhoods. Continue to build back our neighborhoods. Like that means creating jobs and fucking businesses in our own neighborhoods. I mean, the fucking, we're gonna talk about this later on. The Asian community. That's what they make. They come in our communities. They bring their Chinese food and fried chicken and fried rice, my fucking neighborhood, that shit all day, every day. The hair
That's
product.
a touchy subject, Brown. That's a touchy subject, man.
I don't give my son is Japanese. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, I agree with Brown. We need to own more shit in our communities, in our neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's
Well, Brown
businesses
kind of
or real estate. Go ahead,
yeah,
Ray.
that's true. Yeah. I'm about to say Brown. He way more qualified, so than any other of us talk about it. So yeah, he's
But
the expert.
I do agree with you there, Brown. We definitely need to buy back and own more shit, own more things in vicinity. You know what I mean? Black owned things in one location instead of having a store. Stop wanting to have a store out in the white neighborhoods and you know what I mean, where all the white people want to shop at just because you want the money. Like invest in your community, man.
That's what I say. Y'all probably gonna disagree with me on this, but that is the one thing that happened during the Trump administration that we didn't really talk about when they created those opportunity zone spaces, and that was basically being done within lower income communities.
Yeah,
We just took advantage of it.
You know what the problem is? Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
Not none of us took advantage of it anyway.
The problem is that it's such a long-term thing, and we want that short-term. We want that short-term success turnaround. Those are damn, what you call it? Opportunity zones. Those are long-term investment opportunities, and a lot of us don't have the mindset of long-term. We want to hurry up and buy, hurry up and buy. We want it now, and it just don't work like that, man. They playing chess, and we trying to play checkers, man. So I'm gonna fold that over to George Floyd Policing Act. That what you were saying a second ago, Brown, about the Asian American and Pacific Islanders. So they got them as a little law passed. They got them a law passed, because in recent year they've been getting a lot of attacks. People blaming the pandemic on them, yada yada yada, whatever. And then the president say, "I'm gonna give y'all boy a law that says for people to stop fucking with y'all." And that shit pissed me off. I ain't gonna lie. That shit pissed me off. It made me very upset. Cause I'm like, where are the laws that specific to African Americans, not minorities, African American people? I want to know. I could be complete. I did try looking it up and I saw some stuff, but a lot of stuff I saw was catered towards minorities, not African Americans. And it pissed me off. And then, they have the George Floyd policing that coming up, or they're trying to get passed rather. And I did agree that we don't just want them to just give us any little thing. I want it to be well thought out because this is a big thing with that qualified immunity. So I don't mind waiting on that till they get it right. But where are the shit for us? Where's the stuff for us at? Fellas, Hannibal, what you got to say about either the George Floyd Policing Act or our lack of specific laws?
I fucking hate it, man. I hate that they passed this shit.
The Asian?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Because there's some hateful motherfuckers.
I'm with you, bro.
I you know what I'm saying? I didn't get to read all of the George Floyd Act, you know what I'm saying? So I would have to be filled in.
It's not passed yet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
It's still a work in progress.
See, and it's not passed yet. So is it gonna get passed? Is it gonna do something? You know what I'm saying? We don't know. But that fucking Asian Act, that's bullshit, bro.
Yeah, I feel you.
Motherfuckers been getting their ass whooped and did dirty all kinds of ways.
They even took the no lynching shit out. Right? And one of the states, they was like, no, we not getting rid of lynching. Like, what the fuck?
That's part of our heritage.
I think that was Tennessee, something like that. They wanted to keep the lynching.
That sound about right. Yeah, that sound about right. Tennessee. Yeah.
So my take on the whole thing is that I think that one, it took them all 30 days, maybe 30 days to pass that the Asian American Pacific Islander Act, whatever the hell that shit was. And how many people got killed? It was like what, 4, 5, 6 in Atlanta got killed. 7 got killed in Atlanta. How many black people got killed that same year?
Man. Can't even.
Yeah, you lost count. So how in the hell 7 die and you create a whole act to deter people from killing them? But for 250 years, you've been killing us, and you ain't created nothing but the Emancipation Proclamation.
I know, right? 1865,
Yeah.
63. It's ridiculous. And then I think they said there was like 10,000, either 10,000 or 100,000 reports of violence on Asian Americans in a year. What about the millions of people that have died? Black people that have died. Thousands of people that die every single year. Hands of police, hands of just lynchings or just hateful people. All the reports and all the fussing we do, they don't even bat a fucking
What
eye.
happened to so you passed the Asian American Pacific Power Act, protect them, but what happened to that lady who killed the young lady in LA back in the day?
Nothing.
They shot her in the fucking dome, killed her. That
Well,
Asian.
the Joey Buttafuoco thing?
Yeah.
No, LaTasha Hollins.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, Rex, what you think about this whole issue?
It's bullshit. I mean, the only reason they did that shit so fast, money.
Money votes.
Exactly. That's it. They know what time it is. They know how to appease their people.
It's racist.
And
This is white people.
yeah, just keep the wheels keep on turning. That's how you keep going. I mean, even no doubt that shit gonna get passed after a while, especially with the exposure they got on the news and everything.
Yeah,
the media real.
And you know, one thing that
go
really
ahead.
pissed me off about it is that Joe Biden was going around pandering now to black folk now. You know, even getting on the breakfast saying if you're not black, if you don't vote for me, blah blah, all this other shit, pandering to us. And what we get?
Same old shit.
I still get tickled
And
when I hear that
you
statement.
know what's funny to me too? How every time there's a presidential election or big election, how all these people want to pander to the black folks. And every time people say the same shit. We vote to get them in, they don't give us shit. Somebody else come around, we vote to get them in. They promise all the stuff, they don't give us shit. We keep on we don't take better command of our own presence and demands, man. We don't take better command of it, man. We just whoever say they in power, we just say, oh yes, sir, come on. You say you're gonna give it to us, sir. Come on now, sir.
I think everybody voted this time because of the person that was in there already.
I'm with Killer Mike.
Oh, no
Here are
doubt.
my demands. If you can't meet these, fuck you.
Yeah, exactly. But I'm saying the reason everybody voted that time was because of the person that was already in there. They didn't agree with his ways or his thoughts and beliefs.
We still got the exact same
thing. Yeah.
But I mean, even when we got the nominee, we didn't treat the nominees that were trying to get the Democratic ticket right. We should have been like Killer Mike them say, hey, this is what I need. Can you make this happen? I can't fuck with you. We just went with Joe Biden because he was the better option to beat Trump.
No, they went with Joe Biden
because he's friends with your boy from South Carolina.
Yeah.
Clyburn.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It's
just every time he comes to South Carolina, Clyburn, I'm gonna pick this person here. The only time he failed was Obama. He picked Hillary and Obama won the motherfucker.
Man. It's just maddening. I'm with Hannibal. It just make you mad, man. It's just maddening how they pass them shits and they just overlook us all the time. You know how I feel of standing in the line, waiting to get your turn. And you keep seeing people cutting the line, and not only cutting the line, you see them personally come out and usher people ahead of you. That should make you mad. Like, what the fuck? I've been standing here. Anyway, let's move on.
There's a saying they have, man.
What's that?
If you keep doing the same thing over and over again, expecting a different result, what are you known as?
Insane. Insane. I saw this quote on a phone booth. Say, do what you always did, get what you always got.
Yeah.
Facts.
I'm like, damn, that should make so much fucking sense. We got to do something.
You saw that in the phone booth.
Yeah, it was like type somebody had a sticker on it on the phone booth. I actually took that shit and kept it. That shit was like 15 years ago. But yeah, man, yeah, phone booth. So yeah, for y'all kids out there that don't know what the fuck a phone booth is, someplace where you can make a phone call outside.
Yeah, you know
Yeah,
that back
that's why
you change
you
the
find a
state.
phone booth now.
I think they still got them in certain places. Every relic stuff, you know, antiques, museums.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So man,
But no,
we gonna jump.
changes from Clark Kent to Superman. You know, he addressed that.
Gotcha.
We gonna jump around a little bit, man. I want to jump into some sports, y'all, boy. I keep hearing about this Kwame Brown guy, man. Hannibal, man, fill us in on this Kwame Brown situation. What's happening? I know you know.
Check this out, man. Kwame Brown. Shut the fuck up and listen to me now. So, he was first round draft pick. He shouldn't have been a first round draft pick. I mean, first pick overall in what draft that was when Jordan was running the Wizards. You know what I'm saying? Even more, you know what I'm saying? So
2001?
maybe 2001, whatever. But Kwame shouldn't have been picked first. But he's had to live with the title of being a bust or whatever. And like the man said, he came out and said, he was like, yeah, I didn't have, you know what I'm saying, like, I didn't live up to the expectations and I understand that. But why do you keep tearing me down? You don't tear down any of the other first picks that were busts that absolutely did nothing. The man lasted 12, 13 years in the NBA. You know what I'm saying? He was serviceable enough to where he could stay in the NBA. Yeah, he might have been a big man, but he was serviceable enough that I had to go back and look at some video of the man guarding Shaq. You know what I'm saying? Shaq still been 340 or something like that. He couldn't move the man. Shaq couldn't back the man down. You know what I'm saying? You know, this is like, wow. I guess, you know what I'm saying, what he was saying was right. Now, was he probably lost a lot of confidence in himself being drafted by Jordan, because Jordan was real hard on the dude.
Right.
But I mean, you know what I'm saying, the way it goes now, and I see it even more so, some kids, if you get on them too hard, you'll break them. You'll break them. You know, and it ain't so much of the mental toughness, it's what you do to them. If you got veteran players coming in to beat up on the guy that he probably looked up to as heroes or whatever, and you doing this to him and threatening him, and you got veteran players that's they body developed. This dude's still a kid. You ain't easing him in, or ain't necessarily like easing him in, show him hard work, but you ain't teaching him nothing. You just brutality, physical, but you ain't mentally developing him. You'll break somebody.
Discouraged, and he buckled. Would you say he buckled under pressure, or you wouldn't?
Not the way he was trained. Like it should have been a mental aspect with it, instead of just taunting him physically. You know what I'm saying?
I think he got treated differently than any other first round pick or first overall pick. You think they treated him specifically worse?
Yeah. So what's your boy Ron from Rex from Gonzaga?
Oh yeah,
Mr. Adams, his last name.
I forgot his name.
Man, the mustache. Yeah.
With the big mustache. Yeah,
Steven Adams.
Yeah, man, he might have played in 2 games in his 2 or 3 year career. But he been a first overall pick. Ain't nobody talking about him. Nobody busting on him.
No, I mean, when I say hard, I mean like coming in actually playing. Like, was anybody tough on Kwame Brown as there was anybody else, as far as bringing him into the league and trying to toughen him up or introduce him to the game, whatever it is? Was anybody else getting the same type of pressure?
Who he was brought in under? They
Yeah, but I
already
mean,
treated players when he was a player.
yeah, but then that could,
Player GM.
it's got to be. I don't know. That's why I'm asking you guys. Y'all
No,
way
but
more
look who
about sports than I do.
person that's doing the tutelage. It's
Right.
Michael. His history with his own teammates is already fucked up. What you think he did to this kid? He thought he was doing something to help him, but really he broke him.
Set him back.
Or set him back instead of building him up.
So you would say it was unfair for him. And his experience was unfair.
Adam Morrison.
There you go.
Adam Morrison was the pick. He was the number 3 pick, but still.
But I'm saying you're saying that his treatment was unfair. And everybody else was just regular.
If you think about how
that's a tough question. I don't want to answer that question.
So think about this way. You have a kid that you drafted as Michael Jordan. Michael Jordan drafted a kid, 17, 18 years old kid, as the number 1 pick overall that no one saw coming. No one called it as the number 1 pick. And instead of bringing the man in and training him up, teaching him the ways, instead of just teaching him about life and basketball in general, he basically brought the man in and tore him down. He just destroyed the man's confidence. Any pride and confidence the man ever had in playing basketball, he almost made the man want to quit basketball.
I get it.
Suffered from mental illness.
It was wrong. His treatment was
after
bad.
his career, throughout his career in basketball.
I mean, I get that he had a tough time.
Yeah,
and,
it was
and,
bad.
and I'm just saying that there's nobody else that got that type of treatment.
It was unfair.
Michael Jordan is the only person that was tough on people, or Michael Jordan's tutelage is the only tutelage that's as tough on people out there.
That's the hero aspect, though.
Kobe Bryant is known to tear people down too, but
he also known to build people up.
Yeah, he went Michael Jordan. I'm gonna tear you down and keep taking.
Because even out of Kobe Bryant.
Wait, hold on. Now, all right. We gonna stop this Michael Jordan bashing shit right now. This got to stop. Listen, I've been sitting there for a couple of minutes listening to y'all just baby this dude and carry on over there. I give y'all this. He got every right to come back and clown him or whatever. But as far as his NBA career, and like how you said it incorrectly too, because if Michael Jordan made him quit, he broke him to that point, he wouldn't have played all them years. He did not hone his skills. He did not get better at what he was supposed to be doing. And for that reason, he was an average or below average player. No doubt about it. Nobody can deny that. Now, for him to be clown, like how he been clown over the years, that's wrong. Because at some point, you got to get off the man. But I mean, we all know that over the years, we all know all type of busts. Everybody, and most of the busts that we talk about or that they clown even on TV, they don't come back like this. I think there's a lot of sensitivity. I dig what he's saying. Please believe it. And he got every right to come back and say whatever he want to say. But as far as the fact that Michael Jordan just tear people down, this and the third, some people just can't handle the pressure.
Man, he a fucked up human being.
Michael Jordan?
Huh? Yeah. He a fucked up human being.
Damn.
It take a fucked up human being to be that great, though. You know what I'm saying? It takes somebody that fucked up to be that great. You gotta be.
I just wanted to try to understand, like, his inability to be great. I don't want to say great, but at least be average or above average.
The man, he had a fucking decent fucking career to me. Shit, the man went and made fucking money. He ain't broke.
Yeah. He came a long way in life.
He stayed in the league more than some of the bums that have been talking trash about him.
Hell yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, like Rick said, they've been wrong for even having him as the topic of that specific conversation. I don't know if it would just stem from just a mention or they really was going in on him.
They had Jenny Buss on the show, and his name came up. Right. And Matt Barnes or Steven Jackson, one of the two, went and just started tearing the dude down before Jenny Buss could even say anything.
So it was Matt Barnes' opinion about him.
No, it was Steven
Well-
Jackson. Matt Barnes was egging it on or whatever, because him and Matt Barnes played together, if I'm not
Right.
mistaken.
Okay.
Or whatever. And so he called out Matt Barnes. He played with Steven Jackson before. He said he thought, even in his previous comment, he said he thought Steven Jackson was a pretty cool dude. Because he was, you know what I'm saying, he was with helping, you know what I'm saying, when his game started getting better or whatever. When he was with, I think, Golden State or either with Charlotte or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He saw increasing minutes. He you know, he bought it, did whatever. And then the week after they had Gilbert Arenas on the show. And Gilbert Arenas was, you know, Agent Zero, he was clowning, but he didn't say too much. Because you could tell that, you know what I'm saying, he didn't want to go there. Because he already knew.
You said 8-0?
Yeah, that was Gilbert Arenas.
Gilbert Arenas.
That's his nickname.
Zero. Agent
Yeah.
Zero.
Agent Zero.
I just wanted to understand why it was why it seemed to be such a big deal about his experience coming into the league. Like why is his experience?
Let me get to the
Tearing down
why it is.
Tearing down.
So one, there's certain people in the sports world who couldn't do anything, who like to talk about sports. And
Oh.
Too, like Stephen A. Jackson.
Skip
Stephen A. Jackson. No, he's talking about Stephen Jackson, right? Or Stephen A. Smith.
Stephen A. Jackson also jumped
Stephen
in.
A. Smith.
Smith. There we go. Stephen A. Smith. My bad. Not Jackson. Stephen A. Smith. He also chimed in too. He wanted to crack a couple of jokes too on his own too, you know, on his show. And he was cracking jokes on the man. I'm like, well, Stephen A. Smith, what time did you spend in the NBA? So what did you do in the NBA? I want to see your stats. How much money do you make from the NBA?
Right.
Zero, none, zilch. So shut your trap up, man. You go in there and talk about all the other crap you want to talk about, but don't talk about nobody else's career, the career that you never had. And just like he did that to him, he did the same thing to Deontay Wilder. Take the buyout, man. Let the match happen. You know, nobody want to see your fight again. Look, Brett, you can't box either. We seen your sparring.
Oh, Jesus.
Hit him in the knee. Hit him in the thigh.
You know, like, it's cool to commentate on sports, but when you can't do the actual sports, you can't be talking about the athletes who actually perform the sports. That they actually perform in this sport. You can't their career stats or their ability to compete or not. When you can't compete in none of these things, you can't even spar correctly.
Because
he wouldn't even score. He was just
hit the bag.
He was hitting the mitts. That's all he was doing. He was hitting the mitts. Yeah. He didn't even hit the mitts right. You know
he was
what
trying to hit the mitts.
That 1-2 was the ugliest 1-2 I ever did see.
But you know, like Rex, G had hit me and asked me what I thought about the Kwame Brown thing, and I'm like, "What's this Kwame Brown?" I look around, everybody talking about Kwame Brown. I'm like, "Well, what the fuck? Why is he such a focal point?" And I just wanted to understand of his, like, the way you guys were describing his introduction to the NBA. Was it so much different than anybody else? You know,
it wasn't his interest in NBA or his career that was the focal point. It was more of them using him as a punching bag to get their likes or their clout, so to speak, on their show. Yeah. So everybody used him as a punching bag. And the man told them boys on rip, look, I'm out here in the community volunteering my time, trying to better get these kids to the next level. Trying to, you know, I'm out here volunteering with kids. I'm trying to get kids I'm buying kids shoes, buying them clothes. I'm keeping them involved in the community, trying to build these kids up. And the only thing I'm hearing about my name is a constant heckling about my name.
Right. Okay. Okay.
And when they didn't want to keep his name out of his mouth, he had to go ahead and go old school, back in the day, schoolyard jokes on them boys to shut them down.
Let's just put it plain. He went Geechee on them boys, straight up. Once the Geechee-ness come out, that's a wrap. Everything gets shut down, and we all know what time it is.
And then your girl,
you know,
I don't know what he's doing. He seemed
They was on Twitter like, Jamel, stay out of it. Just don't come back in it. Just stay out of it. Get out the way. You don't deserve it. These bullets are not for you. You're gonna get yourself hit. Stay out of the
Now I don't know what Jamel Hill said, but he ain't had no right going at Jamel Hill like that.
bro. She interjected herself. She interjected herself into something that she had no business interjecting herself in. She was fine when she was like, I like
Jamel. So he had no business doing that.
She said was, I don't know if I ever said anything about bad about Kwame Brown, and then you know what I'm saying, but I don't want nothing to do with it. Then she was like, Kwame Brown woke up today and he chose violence. And his thing was, he was like, why would you put that negative connotation next to my name?
Right.
That was his thing. He just like, yo, you just need to stay the fuck out the way. And then she went, tried to cry, like, oh, he just went off on me. Everybody was like, no, you put yourself in the middle to get hit by them strays and get yourself out of it.
Stay out the street.
Kwame brought it down. And Rexton had this conversation. When two grown men are talking, you shouldn't fuck up. You sit down.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, I like it. I love it. All right. While we on basketball, man, what y'all think about the NBA playoffs real quick before we jump into something else?
Man, the Pistons are
the
doing
Lakers about to be so happy, dog. Them boy going home, dog. Them boy going. That's right. Just get out of here, Brown.
You ain't here to comment on the Pistons.
That's right.
Man, the Pistons are doing.
I ain't worried about the comment on the Pistons. Listen, everybody talking about King James this and King James that and AD this and AD that and the Lakers. Fuck the Lakers. They going down, dog. Square buzz.
Strong words.
Hey,
strong words from somebody with a team.
Who's this?
The Buster. He's a Buster.
Is that Mr. Glass?
Who the fuck is that? That's supposed to be AD?
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah. He done hurt himself again. Yeah, Mr. Glass.
And he can't stay healthy.
Yeah.
Hey, he just like the Pistons.
He's off as baby shit. Straight up.
My boys, they sitting at home.
So strong.
It's nasty. He just nasty. It wasn't really just him. It was Chris Middleton, Drew Holiday. But we already said when Drew Holiday ended up in Milwaukee, that was gonna be that might get them to the finals.
They coming out the East. And you know haps about that. They coming out the East this year right here.
Who the Bucks playing the Heat? They playing the Heat, right?
No, they were.
They done sweep them boys. That's a clean sweep.
Hey man, I swear I've been watching.
Bring that up. But yeah, that's a clean sweep right there.
I turned the game on. It was 2 minutes left in the game, and these niggas had almost 50 points in the first quarter. Not the game, the first quarter. 2 minutes left in the first quarter. These niggas had almost 50 fucking points in the first quarter.
Look who they got on that damn team, man. Jimmy Butler, he just failed up, man. He tried to do that shit.
Wait a minute. That's your man. That's your man. Don't do that. That's your man.
Has any team ever scored 50 points in the first quarter?
Call him out.
Has any team ever scored 50 points in the first quarter?
Huh?
Jimmy
Has
had
any team ever scored 50 points in the first quarter?
Hey, Rex.
Yes.
Man, Blake Griffin look really good on different teams.
Hell yeah.
I bet he do, huh? I bet he do.
Man.
But guess what?
Man.
He still ain't gonna win shit.
It was all
he still ain't shit. He's another one soft as baby shit. I gotta have him out of Detroit.
Who y'all think gonna take it?
Same thing with Derrick Rose. He just look a whole lot better than playing in that New York Knicks jersey.
The Knicks going down.
And guess what? He's another one who ain't gonna win shit. Matter of fact, my boy Ice Tree about to send his ass home. How about that? Ain't going too far.
Ice Trey cold in a bitch, boy. He cold in a motherfucker, boy. He pulled that motherfucking three out of side pocket. He quick with it. He ain't Steph Curry, but boy, goddamn, bah! I got you.
Shit, boy. Yeah, they demolishing the Knicks. They up 3-1, right?
Ice Tree, yeah, they punishing the Knicks.
I think they up 3-1. I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think it is 3-1.
Who y'all got to win it all? Rex, who you got to win it all?
Milwaukee.
Hannibal.
I'll say Milwaukee this year.
You gotta say Milwaukee. They want to sweep the Heat.
Shut up, man. I ain't gotta see them. I do want to see, but I do think if if the Nets end up playing Philly gonna fuck them up.
See, I think Milwaukee definitely gonna beat Philly. Okay, Embiid, I don't know. He's still great, but I don't know if they can beat Milwaukee.
They can.
Ain't got nobody else helping.
They can. But you know what I'm saying? They're gonna need to keep using. See, I like the way that they using Ben Simmons. You know what I'm saying? They ain't forcing the man to shoot threes. They ain't his damn game. Why you want him to do that? He ain't got to shoot the three.
Right now, they're struggling to get the sweep going on against the Wizards.
The Wizards, dog, you look who on the Wizards. They gonna bring it to you every night.
Going.
Bradley Beal and Westbrook gonna bring it to you every night. It's full throttle, all gas, no brakes every night.
And the loss every night. In the loss. Yeah. In
Say
a
what?
loss.
Mr.
I know.
Triple
In a
Double.
loss every night.
Mr. Triple
They up
Double.
right.
They're gonna fight. They're gonna score a lot of points, but they're gonna do it in a loss every
All
time.
right.
Hey,
Next up.
They up by 10 right now.
Next up, before we move on to sit your ass down, because we already talked about our meat and potatoes. I want to ask one more thing in sports, because we're gonna get up out of here.
We're on the Pistons. They've been playoff right now.
Hey. Hey.
That's all right, Brown. It's all good.
What about
I just want to see you in a
boxing?
couple of weeks. That's all.
Errol Spence Jr. and
Uh-oh.
Manny Pacquiao coming up soon.
Manny said he ain't doing it, man.
He ain't doing it.
Yeah.
I think he's trying to back out of it.
Manny backing out, bro.
Well, he was gonna lose anyway.
That sounds
but-
just like him.
You think so?
Yeah.
You think he was gonna lose Errol Spence?
Hell yeah.
Errol Spence was gonna whoop that ass.
The man that used up, he about to win.
Errol Spence been gonna whoop his ass.
We all
Y'all
think
know
about
that
the,
shit.
He gonna whoop his ass now. I don't
we all
think
think about the money grab. The money grab. Mayweather and was it Logan Paul?
They're one of them boys.
Yeah, one of the Paul brothers.
the one that's a professional, because he can catch the hands for real.
Do y'all think that Mayweather doing? He done exhibition fights before, but doing this type of exhibition fight, y'all think this kind of putting a little bit of taintness on his legacy?
No. Unless he lose.
This is just a money grab. Like you don't. I thought he been rich. He didn't need to do this.
So what he's really doing is a lot of the undercard fights are due to under his brand.
Yeah.
So that's his way of putting them on.
Yep.
But
And now-
he still didn't have to fight to do that, to put them on.
His name bring him up.
Money.
Yeah.
Him
I
being
think, I think it's distasteful.
him being the big money fight on the tail end of the thing, bringing more attention to them fighters there.
Yeah.
They can get paid without having to give money back to the WBA or the WBO and all the motherfuckers there. Keep their hands out of that.
And the other celebrity that's on the card is Chad Ochocinco Johnson. He's the other celebrity that's on the card. But the thing is, he used to work out and box with Floyd them while he was in the NFL. He used to do that was one of his workouts. He would spar and he would do.
Don't they have a bare knuckle fighter that's gonna be coming to fight him?
Yeah. So it's a good amateur match.
I get the business, but I'm just talking about boxing, not the business of boxing. You know what I mean? To me, it's just distasteful.
A fight is a fight, right?
You talking about Floyd Money Mayweather out.
Yeah. You gotta make money, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Anything for the dollars now.
Yeah.
He gonna do the
Dollar bill, y'all.
But he making the money. All right,
Brown, hey, Brown, I don't like how you saying that, Brown. I don't like how you saying that.
I'll wait on it to say something. I
don't appreciate that.
Hey, Floyd like Vince
So,
McMahon.
man,
You like Shane Man, money.
All right.
it's okay.
Oh, the big fight, man. You got my boy from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, trying to reclaim his crown against the
Let's go
Cheetah.
Yeah.
The Gypsy Queen, the Cheetah.
Oh yeah.
you know, the gun runner.
Yeah.
Oh.
Fucking cheating ass. I can't
Oh,
respect.
man. You call me.
Still
I still think he gonna duck the man though.
When that fight coming up?
That's in July too.
That's in July.
Ooh.
Yeah.
July gonna be a good month.
Yeah, 18,
I
20.
don't know. I think he gonna duck the man. I think he don't want to see him. That's why he cheated that second fight. He tried to run off and do that. And the more that I, the little research, the videos I watched on that shit, man, they knew they weren't gonna be able to get that match with that damn Anthony Joshua. They had been already talking about all that shit, man. That's why they ain't had no reason. They got
He's a clown anyway, man. But Fury can't run anymore. He got to do what he got to do.
So they goddamn build up the fan support. They ain't have no people in arenas last year. That's why they ain't signed off on the rematch clause last year. And they just all they was doing was trying to make it look like he didn't want to have a rematch. But they had been talking about this. That's why when this shit got the arbitrator was like, no, y'all already talked about all this stuff. We got the agreements and everything, all this paperwork. No, I'm not gonna let y'all walk away from this and y'all already signed for this. Yeah, here, in that case, then you gotta have that, you gotta have the rematch before a date of September something. That's why it's going there. They tried to rip that man. They tried not to get that man. They tried not to get that man his back. And they started to investigate him about the fucking gloves, not having no pad in them.
Well,
that's fucked up, man.
I'm going to move on to another topic. We're going to talk a little bit about entertainment. I don't know, Cowboys.
Prime.
What you think about what?
Army of the Dead.
Who?
Army of the Dead, the movie.
I ain't watch it.
Why you ain't watch it?
What? That shit good. Hell yeah, that shit good. Oh, you gotta watch that shit. I done watched that shit 3 times though. That shit's so good, man. Listen, oh my bad, I ain't even focusing on the show. That shit is good, Prime. You need to watch that shit, dog.
You can
That's
tell.
One of the best zombie movies done come out in a long time, dog.
Prime, you sound disappointed. You sound disappointed.
I am. I'm highly disappointed.
And put the ribs up.
We can't get an hour of this Negro's time. But yeah, I ain't watch it, man. I don't know. Maybe I'll watch it tonight, man. Maybe I'll watch it tonight.
So what have you watched,
man? I really haven't watched. I watched that anime Yasuke on Netflix. That was pretty good.
Oh, you want that?
Black Samurai. That was pretty good. I've been watching like little bullshit like that. I haven't really been watching nothing. Catching up on Shameless, the last season. Bunch of bullshit, man.
I can tell you've been watching a bunch of bullshit because you ain't watched Army of the Dead yet. Watch Army of the Dead, goddamn.
Okay, goddamn it, I got homework. Shit, goddamn, nigga, shit. Anything else you want to suggest? Anything else that been out that came out and worth watching?
Oh, they open theaters back.
I think I ain't right now. So,
what you say, bro?
They open the theaters back up, so we ain't been watching too much, man. The theater's open. We ain't going to the theater just yet.
Y'all on fire? Stick it up.
Oh, that's it.
Tell you right now, I am going to see Black Widow in the theater. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm going to see it. I want to see the shit in the theater. I'm going to see the shit in the theater.
I know Loki is coming out on Disney Plus soon.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Yeah, exactly. It's coming out on Disney Plus, and that's why I'll be watching it on Disney Plus. Fuck that. Fuck that.
I'm going to the theater. I ain't gonna lie.
I can't lie, man. They got another Fast and Furious coming out. I'm gonna watch that.
I want to see
check that out.
But I don't know. I mean, other than Army of the Dead, ain't even no other good movies out.
Fast and Furious straight.
Just the Fury.
The Fast 9.
Fast 9. Oh. Fast, good. It's entertaining. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. An entertaining movie.
Wait, you already seen it?
Glimpses of it.
Fast.
We had a sneak peek.
How the fuck y'all get it?
It's already
I ain't gonna ask. See, y'all need to plug me in, man. I like good movies. But anyway, what about DMX album? Did y'all listen to Exodus?
Yeah, I listened to it.
What y'all think about it?
I listened to some of it. I ain't listened to the whole thing.
It
was hard to peel me off the J. Cole because
J. Cole was hard. J. Cole was hard. The DMX album, I'm gonna get to J. Cole in a second. DMX album, I think, was it was really good, but it didn't feel it was the production. I know Swizz wanted to really executive produce it, but I don't think he should have did most of the beats. I think he should have brought in some other producers to kind of mix it up a little bit. Personally, that's what I think.
But that was his man. That was his man.
I get it. I get what he was doing, but I think it could have been a better album with some different production. Now it had some good bars on it. Even the song with Moneybag Yo, I like that song. That's shipping hard. I like that. The song with Hove and Nas was cool. I don't think it was one of the better songs on the album, but overall good album. But could have been better with better production, in my opinion. J. Cole, like you just said, it's not Hannibal. J. Cole album was tight.
Yeah, a lot of people was like, "Oh, it's boring." I said, no, this is lyricism. This is Southern lyricism.
I wouldn't say it's a classic.
Hey,
Would not say that.
compared to everything that came out this year, that shit sound classic to me. The comparison to this year.
Let's just say one of the top albums of this year. Let's say that. I wouldn't say a classic though. Very good album though. Very, very, very good album. I'm ready for some more music.
That's high praise, man. It's just me. You know, that's high praise. We got more album coming out.
7 more months, baby.
I want Big Crit to come out, man, because I know he's gonna come with some fire.
I always love when Crit drops something.
Yeah.
Sir. Anything else in the team y'all boy want to talk about? Because we about to jump in to sit your ass down so we can put a knot in it.
No. That's it, bro.
All right, y'all got y'all folks for our last, final, and favorite segment. Sit your ass down. Y'all got y'all people ready? Y'all got your people ready?
Mm-hmm.
All right, then Hannibal, I want you to go first.
I already told y'all, man. I want Bob Arum, Eddie Hearn, Tyson Fury. All them people was out there trying to make them. Stephen A. Smith. Everybody was trying to make Deontay Wilder look like something he wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like trying to shoot a shit or run from the man and not giving his title defense back when Anthony Joshua lost in the same round. The fight was stopped in the same round after Joshua got knocked down 4 times. You know what I'm saying? I need y'all to sit y'all ass down. You know what I'm saying? The man first lost, and y'all don't want to see him get his shit back. Hey, sit y'all ass down, because that ain't what boxing is. That motherfucker Tyson ain't never had a title defense. He always run and fucking drop the damn title. Not this time, motherfucker. Got you now.
Got you, bitch.
Now what you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? You are already the better boxer. You ain't even have to cheat the man. That just shows me that you was scared of the man power. Now I'm gonna cheat this time. We're gonna see.
Thank you for that. Thank you for that. Sit your ass down. Mr. Brown, cute body. What you got, brother? What you got?
I got a dig going up, man. Jesus Christ. I want to sit down this fellow from our organization in youth football.
Do the whole organization. Do the whole
Some more community uplifting. Okay, let's go.
Do the whole organization.
So we have a fellow in our organization. He's been on the staff 2 years, man, and they've given the man chances to, to learn the offense and to run the offense properly. The man gets on, go to practice. They teach the offense. He gets on the field and he calls something. He makes shit up in the dirt. I'm not gonna say the name. I'm not gonna say his name out there like that, but I'm just saying.
His name?
No.
Start with an E.
Yeah, we still got work. We're trying to get him better.
Start with an E.
No, I said no. You should even brought it up. No. You should have stuck to the old regime.
But the man reminds me of the old regime, the old organization we worked with last year, try to help them out. He reminds me of them, of the mindset, never wanting to change and develop or get better. Do personal growth. Look inside yourself. If you know you can't do something, it's not within you to do that. You need to evolve. Move on. Pass the baton. Allow someone else to come in and show you the way.
Reach.
If you can't put, if you cannot see that within yourself that you ain't got the shit together, like this organization in West Africa, these boys here are just some clown ass motherfuckers. and Rex knows these guys. Rex knows these guys.
Wait a minute, I'm not affiliated with anyone.
Hallelujah.
These guys, man, were attempting to be in the league, and the league policy is that your youth football team should be associated with a high school within the area.
How hard is that to understand?
To associate with a high school within the area. These guys are arguing over changing the name of a football team from the Kings.
That's not even spelled right, should I say? Apostrophe is in the wrong spot. It just
Not
not.
an apostrophe in the wrong spot.
But yeah,
So it's in the wrong spot again. So
it's not.
yeah, not at all.
Yeah, it's no ownership being taken by the Kings. Like
There should be no apostrophe there at all.
like the staff, there's no ownership in their misguided knowledge.
Oh,
Yeah.
But so these guys are on Facebook going back and forth with the conference about them not being allowed to be in the conference. And the conference director is giving clear directions. Look, if you want to be in the conference, be associated with a school. There are plenty of schools down there that would allow you to be associated with them, to be a feeder program for them. You're gonna have to pay fees in order to use their facilities. Like every other team down here that has a feeder program pays fees to use the facility. In order to get these kids in front of coaches that they want to, probably they have potential to play in front of or play for in high school. And these coaches have certain access to certain scouts that get them even more attention going further than high school. So these guys are arguing about, well, are we gonna be on the staff or get paid for this? And they're like, oh, whoa, buddy. It's all volunteer.
Yeah.
It's volunteer.
is that
It's about
bi-monthly or once a week? We get paid.
like, it's ain't about you. We out here trying to keep these kids from, going to the drunk fest or participating in drive-by shooting and being out there and getting them hooked on these different varieties of alternative drugs.
He want to know where he fill out his W-9. That way he want to know where he fill out.
But these guys are the same guys who are at practice. They can't even get the kids to even go run a lap, or can't be accountable to themselves to push the kids to become better, or even evaluate the kids' talent to figure out what they can and can't do.
Tell him why you mad, Brown.
Trying to smoke a blunt in front of them.
Tell him why you mad, Brown.
So I need these guys to sit there, country bucking, stupid pride. Oh man.
The guy from the organization now, he will not do all of that in front of the kids. He just hard-headed and don't know when to stand aside from doing something that he doesn't know how to do.
Is it safe to say you want him to sit his ass down?
So I need these guys to just sit down, reevaluate their lives. Their life choices.
No, reevaluate the reason why they out there
Can
doing
I finish my goddamn stress now?
I'm gonna shut the fuck up. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over here. I'm gonna go over here. All right. I'm gonna go over here. All right.
Some of you guys to just if you can't coach the kids, you can't be accountable to a program or organization or respect the rules of the conference. Send them kids to us. We'll get them right. Just get your ass out the way. Get your black ass out the way.
Sit your ass down. That's what you really want. Sit your ass down. That's what you meant to say.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for that. Thank you for that long ass sit your ass down, bro. Thank you.
I had a soliloquy going, man. A soliloquy. I had to go ahead and expound.
Mr. Rex, you are up next, sir. Who you got for sit your ass down?
Well, I mean, after sitting here listening to Brown just light off, I knew he was going to, explode sooner or later about that situation. I got me a little honorable mention. I got Jimmy Clyburn. Of course, he's on the sit your ass down list. Definitely Tim Scott. He's always on the sit your ass down, though. We just want to keep him permanently down, though. But
reserve seat.
My number one. My number one person on sit your ass down this week is the LA Lakers Foundation, the whole organization. I want them to sit their ass down. Everybody talking about repeat. Anthony Davis, that LeBron James, the King. Wait a minute, wait, Brian. I don't need that. I didn't interrupt you, Brian. I don't need that. Let me just finish with my spill. And then you can say anything you want to say after that. But I need the Lakers to sit their ass down. They're in big trouble right now with Phoenix. Chris Paul is getting healthy. They're in big big trouble. And Anthony Davis just pulls his groin. Oh, it hurts. Oh my goodness. What's the glass going down again? Yeah, it hurts. Oh my goodness.
And 2 days later, he ain't gonna be
To
talking.
all the Lakers and all Laker fans, sit y'all asses down.
Hey,
How about
LeBron
that?
said not like that, dog. LeBron said he going out like that. He said he
Excuse
never
me?
lost the first round. It ain't gonna happen now.
LeBron is a quitter.
First
He's a
time for
quitter.
everything. First time for
Hey, Rex.
Yeah, exactly.
Rex. That was unnecessary, dog.
Mm-hmm.
I got your pictures hard, but that's
They organization down. They career
Hey,
killers.
listen.
Sit them down. They already
Listen.
talking already. They don't know good.
After all the shots you took at my team this episode right here, dog, you know I had to put your team when I sit your ass down, dog. Y'all in trouble.
Well, thank you, sir, for that. Sit your ass down. Much appreciated.
doubt.
Well, my sit your ass down this week of May 31st, 2000. Is going
Man,
out
boy,
to ungrateful ass co-workers. All you motherfuckers out there that work from home. Listen,
Let 'em
first of
know.
all, let me say I'm not mad at people working from home. I'm not mad at that. You know what I mean? Working from home, if I could do my job comfortably working from home, I'd probably do it. But when your job require your ass to be in the office in order to properly do it, you need to be very grateful for those that allow you to still even work from home. So my sit your ass down go out to ungrateful ass co-workers that don't understand the toll that their absence takes on their in-person co-workers. I mean, especially when your job requires work that you need to physically be there to do. Some people don't have that position. You know what I mean? But for those that need to have their ass at work, y'all need to be a little bit more grateful. I ain't gonna say no more about that. That's all I'm gonna say. Some people had to get cussed out because they was ungrateful. I believe that.
Sit his ass down, Prime.
Sit your ass, fuck down. Be a little bit more gracious to your coworker. That's it. That's all I got. That's all I got for sit your ass down. I ain't gonna go too far off the
Reservation. I like
reservation. Yeah, whatever the fuck they call it.
I want to add Rex to the sit your ass down.
Oh shit.
Hey, I love it. I always get the bounce back. That's what I'm talking about.
Shit, man. Well, fellas, man, it was great having the conversation with y'all. Even the conversations we had prior to the show today. Like I said, I ain't talked to y'all boys in about 2 months. About 2 months, man. But it's good to be back on track, man. To everybody out there, we are back. We are back. We are back. Don't worry, we coming. We coming. But you know, people gotta take care of shit, man. In personal life, we don't get paid for this, so let's be thankful we coming back. And we'll have more great shit for y'all, man. More great shit for y'all from more guests. We'll have some more guests on this iteration of the show. Anything y'all boy want to say before we tie a knot in this? Give out handles where they can reach you, anything like that. Any positive messages? Say handle.
Handle was to tell them to take their ass to bed at their bedtime. I'm gonna say, you know, we on Instagram, Facebook, man. Look us up.
Okay. I like the put. Okay, Rex. Anything you will say to put a knot in this episode? Welcome back. The band is back together.
Yeah, the only thing I would say is we back. We back for good. You ain't got to worry about nothing. We moving forward. I'm about to fuck up some more of these ribs. Brown, Big L.
You've been fucking up the whole damn episode with them ribs. That's what you've been doing.
I guarantee you,
it's not true. It's not true. It's not true. That's how it goes down.
All right, man. You know where to find us, man. We on Facebook. We are on YouTube. We are on Instagram. We coming back to SoundCloud. Find us on Anchor FM, and we are on Apple Podcasts now. Look up Primarily Speaking. PRIMERILY. Speaking, no spaces, underscores, or dashes. You can catch us damn near anywhere. Matter of fact, we on Spotify too, motherfuckers. We getting out there. We putting our tentacles out there. We
Blowing
trying to
the
reach
fuck
other
up.
people.
Definitely.
So
That's why I talking about.
check us out, man. Check us out. Leave a comment. Give us your 2 cents, man. And till next time, man. I have been your host with the most, Mr. Prime, man. Azul to the 25. Thanks.
No
Come
doubt.
on.
And I am the total package. Riggs
Ah, you in them
Gabriel.
fucking
Big shout out to
ribs.
my homeboy Tim. My East dog. I know you're listening. This one for you.
You in them fucking ribs, man. God damn.
Yo, and I'm your boy Q the Body Brown, aka Mr. Alabama Slammer, signing out for me and the homie Mr. Hannibal Vanderbilt, aka Down South Georgia boy, and all that shit there. Let's go.
We about this motherfucker, man. Until next time, fellas. Deuces.